You belong in hell! Sam Smith belongs in hell! You demonic, twisted, sick.
The amount of hate and that came my way was just exhausting.
It's hard to keep up with Sam Smith's identities, but last night's Grammys, they, as Smith now prefers to be called, identified as Satan. The performance riled many viewers, especially amongst the American Christian fraternity, which there are 210 million in America. Senator Ted Cruz said it was evil.
Sam Smith, the British pop sensation, is no stranger to controversy. Recently, rumors began circulating that the singer was secretly worshiping the devil, and the backlash was fierce. Fans took to social media to voice their outrage, and many called for Sam to be cancelled. Now, Sam is finally breaking his silence and responding to the accusations. But is there any truth to these allegations, or is this just another baseless rumor? Stay tuned to find out.
Sam Smith's performance is making a lot of headlines today because
I did see
apparently he
that.
went out there and did this whole devil. Look, here's a clip. This devil-themed performance celebrating Satan.
Sam Smith just outdid their recent Saturday Night Live performance with unholy collaborator Kim Petras in a horror movie-inspired performance of the smash hit. As you see, Smith started the song in red leather, surrounded by a fleet of dancers that evoked Samara from The Ring before cutting to Petras dancing in a cage, flanked by some dominatrix wearing satanic headgear. Smith also donned a satanic top hat as huge flames heated up the stage. The outfits and the whole peg of the duo may have frightened a lot of people who saw it. If not frightened, they ended up questioning it. One of the year's most recognizable songs has just resulted in one of the Grammys' most talked about moments. Host Trevor Noah preempted the uproar Smith and Petras' performance might cause during the ceremony, where he pretended to take a call from his mom after the show.
It wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as the devil, Mom.
He further said while sitting next to Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, "No, Mom, it wasn't the actual devil. Yeah, you did warn me about Hollywood." Well, some conservative commentators took issue with Sam Smith's hell-themed performance at the 2023 Grammys, with some going so far as to describe it as satanic. Not only that, Sam Smith also got bashed by an elderly due to a satanic performance and allegedly worshiping the devil.
You belong in hell! Sam Smith belongs in hell! You demonic, twisted, sick.
Sam holds his ground and didn't react at the moment, but he still got something to say about it.
It's Sam's most daring and sexual video in their career as they become more comfortable and more proud of their non-binary self.
When I saw the word non-binary, genderqueer, and I read into it and I heard these people speaking, I was like, that is me.
Some people also find the satanic performance quite questionable.
Sam Smith's performance especially was very questionable with the red ensemble that he wore and the people that he showed up with. You see the men that were standing by him that looked like women, and then what's also on top of that is that these women that you see with him in this picture are actually not women. They were actually men. Now what I also find very strange is these devil horns that he's wearing on this hat. And it's just when you thought that he's like not trying to hide it at all, then he goes and he flashes this symbol. That's right, you guessed it, the symbol of the Illuminati. If they're not putting it in your face, then I don't know what is.
The dismissive reaction stands in stark contrast to the horrified reaction from politicians such as Ted Cruz and Marjorie Taylor Greene. On Twitter, Cruz described the performance as evil, while Greene connected the performance to anti-vax conspiracy theories that describe vaccines as the biblical mark of the beast. Greene wrote, "The Grammys featured Sam Smith's demonic performance and was sponsored by Pfizer, and the Satanic Church now has an abortion clinic in NM that requires its patients to perform a satanic ritual before services. American Christians need to get to work." Conservative influencer Robbie Starbuck agreed with Greene, writing, "Sam Smith's satanic performance at the Grammys ended with a Pfizer commercial. You can't get it more on the nose than that. Pfizer and Hollywood deserve each other." Not only some conservatives, but celebrities like Piers Morgan also think that this is one of the scariest moments in the industry ever.
It's hard to keep up with Sam Smith's identities, but last night's Grammys, they, as Smith now prefers to be called, identified as Satan. The performance riled many viewers, especially amongst the American Christian fraternity, which there are 210 million in America. Senator Ted Cruz said it was evil.
Many are calling it one of the scariest moments in the industry to date. Some are speculating that the whole thing might have been a publicity stunt, while others think it's plain evil. Well, there's no denying that the performance caused a lot of outrage, but the host pointed out that the outrage might have been intentionally stirred up to sell records, especially to those who are deeply religious. It's a valid question to ask why Christianity seems to be the target of mockery in Hollywood, above all other religions. It's a sad reality that we live in a world where we have to explain to people why performing satanic rituals on national television is wrong. But one thing is for sure, Sam Smith is definitely stealing the spotlight again these days, whether for better or for worse. Still, fans are calling out Sam Smith for selling his soul to the devil, and on top of that, worshiping him. One Twitter user wrote, "Sam Smith is a devoutedly spiritual individual, just worshiping his God. Like most of the other Satanists, they are very overt with their displays if you know what to look for. Hand symbols, discussions of certain events, and things that they do. This is over the top, however." Despite the backlash, Smith and Petrus made history at the event. The Latch crooner became the first non-binary artist to win in Best Pop Group Performance category, while the German pop songstress became the first trans woman to take home the award. Kim further argued that those getting upset about the performance were also the ones who directly inspired it. "It's a take on not being able to choose religion and not being able to live the way that people might want you to live," she said. "I think a lot of people have labeled what I stand for and what Sam stands for as religiously not cool. I personally grew up wondering about religion and wanting to be a part of it, but then slowly realizing it doesn't want me to be a part of it." Well, Sam's performance at the Grammys further proves that there's something going on in the industry that we aren't aware of. In one interview, the two artists revealed that they long felt they never fit the norm for the music industry, but have since had a change of heart. Before the Grammys performance, a tweet by singer Sam Smith, which featured a photo of the non-binary singer in rehearsal wearing devil horns, caused a stir online, with many people left wondering what's going to happen at the Grammys. "This is going to be special," Smith tweeted. Upon asking about the performance from Sam, he said that there are some elements that might not be accepted by the public. Nevertheless, he will perform exactly the way he likes it.
If there was a big risk you took with this album, what would you say it was for yourself?
I'd say the biggest risk on this album was the element of sex.
Now, we know that Sam Smith is no stranger to receiving backlash, particularly from right-wing commentators. Quite recently, the pop sensation, Sam Smith, whose single Unholy has dominated the charts, has received backlash over their raunchy new music video, which is said to be sexualized and degrading towards the LGBTQ community. The Stay With Me singer released a music video for their hit single, I'm Not Here to Make Friends, featuring several opulent costume changes, including a hot pink furry coat dress, a cream corset, look complete with pearl chains and sparkly gloves. Well, Smith stuns the viewers in a slew of daring looks by designer Christian Cohen, ranging from an extravagant showgirl-style feather headdress to bedazzled corsets with nipple pasties and high-slit skirts. After seeing the music video, some critics called the visuals vile and evil and accused Smith of wearing their sexuality like a costume and shoving it in everyone's face. A TV personality, Dominique Samuels, also tweeted, "Sam Smith is a perfect example of what degenerate Hollywood culture does to people. It makes celebrities vulgar, hypersexualized, and obsessed with wearing their sexuality like a costume and shoving it in everyone's face. And to make matters worse, kids look up to this man." Another social media influencer, Ollie London, said, "Sam Smith causes immense harm to the LGBTQ community. They should not celebrate him. They should not worship him. They should not see him as a role model. He's desperate to cause outrage, to sexualize everything, desperate to try and indoctrinate kids to think this is normal." Besides, fans came up with different reactions after seeing the unique look from Sam Smith. One of the fans tweeted, "I am traumatized." Another added, "I don't think he's living his best life at all. He's becoming extremely grotesque and ruining his legacy in the name of it. What exactly? He's another bored, rich celebrity out of touch with reality, so he uses LGBTQ as a costume for sexual fetishes. It's bizarre." Despite the criticism thrown at them, Smith tweeted a picture of them draped in a feathered black gown saying, "Never too much." Well, believe it or not, the recent music album can be considered as one of Sam Smith's most daring yet. It seems they are becoming increasingly comfortable and proud of their non-binary self.
When I saw the word non-binary, genderqueer, and I read into it and I heard these people speaking, I was like, that is me.
And if you don't know, it's been almost 4 years since Sam revealed that they did not fit into the two boxes of gender that society had determined.
I'm not male or female. I think I float somewhere in between. It's all on the spectrum.
That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.